For the Zips Digital Network, Chad Welker here with head women's lacrosse coach Christy Mitchell. And Coach, we just want to recap the past weekend. Robert Morris and St. Francis, you had opportunity to watch some film. What were some of the things that you really liked seeing out of your young student athletes?
Yes, 4 games deep, we've learned a ton and broken down lots of film. It's not the heart and drive that's the issue. It's just the tweaking, which we've spent. I'm so glad that we have a whole week before the next game, and we've already spent a lot of time doing so, rain or shine.
When it comes to prepping for the first 2 weeks, you were preparing for 2 games, a Friday match and a Saturday or Sunday match rather. This time you get to just prepare for one. What's the benefit been like for not only you as a coach, but for your student athletes?
Yes, I am thankful that we have a game of 1 week. It was kind of rapid fire, lots to learn. We've had, like I said, we've had this whole week to be able to develop and focus on what we saw in the first 4 games, and then we have another kind of a set of a break. So I'm excited for the next 2 to just have more time to develop.
We always talk about one of your student athletes, and the one I want to bring up this week is Abby Shaffer, who's scored 2 goals in her first 2 goals in the game against St. Francis. Talk about what she brings to your team and how you expect her leadership to grow in the future.
Absolutely. That was so fun. I'm so glad that got to turn out that way for her, because she's a super positive person as well. So positive teammate and major heart and drive. So she's the type of player that lays it all on the field. So I'm excited to see how that develops.
And then also want to talk briefly about your defense. Just what are some of the things that you're working on in practice? Let the fans know how your defense is trying to get better and help your goalkeeper, Abby Lurch.
Yeah, okay. So we're young, and we're developing our defenses, and we have a couple different that we're experimenting with, and we're changing it up constantly. And it's been very fun to see who is, like, I love that you say different names every week, because Abby Lurch is one of our goalies, and she really led the defense this past weekend, and one of the best percentages, the best that we have yet for our 4 games deep, but that I've even seen coaching. So that's really exciting too, and just a lot to work on. So in a good way, to work on top of.
And then finally, Coach, the Women's Lacrosse 101 question of the week. What's your 101 for this week?
Oh, okay. My one-on-one for this week, I will have to say, is 3 seconds. So similar to some sports, I know basketball has a 3-second call as well, but for our defense, when you're looking down on the field and you see that 8-meter, they're not allowed to just hang in there. They have to be marked up tight to someone. And they're also allowed in the goal crease. So if you see them running through there as well, they're just trying to get out of 3 seconds, because they've got to be a 6 lengths away from someone that they're guarding. So that's your 101.
Coach, appreciate the time as always. Fans, of course, want to see you out here at InfoCision Stadium, Suma Field, Sunday, 1 p.m. The Zips will take on Butler. Make sure you get here. Come through Gate 1. Gate 1 is the entrance for all women's lacrosse games. For any more information on the women's lacrosse team, visit gozips.com. Follow them on Twitter as well. Zips W Lax. For Chad Welker and the Zips Digital Network, Coach Christy Mitchell. Have a great rest of your week.
Go
and
Zips!
As always, trumping me before, go Zips.